two faults we've got: angle of attack, swing path. All we're going to do from there is three things. You're going to rip that tape out of the floor, start the ball left and low, finish with a slight C. Okay, Patrick, so the results are very similar to what I saw the other night. The biggest problems are your swing path, angle of attack.
Right.
On average, your angle of attack is still 2.3 up.
Right.
And your average swing path is 9.6 right. Yeah, so those two things are causing low strikes and right shots.
Right.
They kind of go hand in hand. You're swinging up to the right and into out.
Right.
Yeah, kind of this way. What your club head's doing is moving on that kind of arc. You can see how this is the lowest point.
Okay.
Lowest point's behind, and then the club head is moving to the right as you hit. So that's kind of your swing plane, your swing arc. So we need to shift that more to here.
Right.
So the low point is slightly after, and by the time the club head gets to the ball, it's moving more down the target line. So we need to go from that to more that. That's basically the target. All we need to do is focus your training on getting these two numbers slightly better.
Okay.
So there's 5 things, control that. Number 1 is your swing path. Yeah. Number 2 is your angle of attack.
Right.
Number 3 would be how fast you hit the ball.
Okay.
Number 4 would be where you hit the ball on the club face.
Right.
Number 5 would be your club face. Those 5 things you have to get good at. Now, you're missing 2. The path and the angle of attack you're not very good at.
Okay.
The other 3 are okay. Speed's really good. Club face is not too bad. Your strike is low simply because your angle of attack is not very good.
Right.
This will improve when this improves. Once we get the club head moving more down, the strike will get a little bit higher and more sweet. So for you, all we need to do is figure out how can we swing the club different or better to get these results more desirable. So that you can actually hit the ball better.
Okay.
That's how we have to work this process. We work our way backwards.
Right.
Okay, so we've got 2 tasks here, right? The first one is the tape, we've done that before.
Okay.
And the second one, all I wanted to try and do is hit that ball so it goes under this red stick. Now, the one thing I am going to talk about your body here, I don't want you to cheat by moving your chest and your head forward. That's an easy way to do this. I want you to try and feel like your head and your chest kind of stay in the middle of your feet. You're just feeling like you're changing the loft of that club to get the ball under that red stick. Let me hit one for you. Yeah, so I hit the tape there and it went under.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Let's give it a go. That's good. It got the strike a little bit higher.
Okay.
That's great. Yeah.
So that means the club is moving down towards the ball like this, right?
Correct. Yeah. Pretty good. Lovely. Your body's got to find a way of ripping that tape out and hitting the ball low. You have to use these ideas a lot before you see drastic changes. Nice. It's a lovely shot. 4 degrees down. That's awesome.
I don't feel that much of a difference with my body, but I just feel like the strike is more solid.
Yeah, well, it's hot.
But I do feel like a little bit of this cutting feeling through the ball, like before the impact. It's before I was too inside out, right?
Yeah.
Like I got stuck over here.
Right.
So right now I feel like I'm kind of swinging left.
Well, your path is now 3.5 to the right. Path's moved 5 degrees. Angle of attack has moved like 7 degrees. So your path's still a little bit into out. Let's just change the idea slightly here. I still want you to hit the ball under the red stick, but I just want you to start the ball left. You're going to aim normally. You're not going to turn your body to the left. You're going to aim normally, hit the tape, but then start the ball a bit more left of the target.
Right.
This is a really easy way to change your swing path, just by thinking about starting direction.
Okay.
If you want your path to be more into out, I'm going to feel like I start the ball right. If you want to be more out to in, which is something you need to do right now, you're just going to feel like you start the ball more left. Start the ball on my mouse, so it's just under the tree. Pretty good. 4 degrees down on the ball, pretty much perfect for you. Your swing path is 0.1. Now with this number here, you don't have to be 0.0 every time. You have a range between -2, 2 degrees out to in, and 2 degrees into out would be okay.
Right.
Yeah. Nice. Swing.
I already felt like I'm hitting way to the left.
Yeah, great. Show me a finish. Hold down. Good. Now, what I want to see in this finish, I want to see a slight C, letter C. If you're finishing like this, kind of what you're doing, where the chest is in front of the hips, that's kind of showing me that you're doing a bit of this. You're dragging it.
Okay.
The chest staying centered and the hips moving forward. Look.
Okay.
See how that gives me a C. This finish position is a reaction, a byproduct of everything that's happened before.
Right.
But from my experience, it's easier to think about the finish than it is to about this position or the downswing.
Yeah,
this is all happening so quickly, it's difficult to control. But if we're thinking about the end position, our body, smart body, will find a way of getting there.
Right.
And in the process, it will start changing all of this downswing impact to get there.
Right.
So again, we're changing a lot just by thinking about this position.
Okay.
Same with the tape, same with the starting line. We're changing a lot without much thought.
This?
Yeah, you can have a little bit of lift here.
Okay.
Good, here you go, see. The task is still the same. You're still trying to hit the tape, you're still trying to hit my arrow.
But I gotta
finish
it like
there.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the weight is still pretty much 95% on this left side. But we just have a little bit of an arch.
Okay.
Yeah. Finish position is internal. You're thinking about your body.
Right.
But it's actually a really good way to develop a good golf swing.
Okay.
Hold that. Good. So you're not gonna feel like there's any weight in this right foot. Hold that. Beautiful finish. Hold that. Good. Whoa, that doesn't the tape out. Ripping that tape out, if you start doing this, the tape's not going to come out.
Yeah, right.
If you start doing this, the tape's not going to come out. So it requires the correct low point and the correct angle of attack to do that.
Okay.
You can't come too steep, you can't come too shallow. It requires the correct amount of angle of attack.
Okay.
Tape, arrow, nice finish.
All right.
Yeah. Wow. Look at those numbers. 5 down, 0.6. Look at the strike as well. Look, the strike is getting a lot higher on the face.
Right.
Yeah. Right now we've seen instant results in your impact factors, but right now it's not subconscious. You're still thinking about it.
Right.
You're still trying to do it. We want to get to a point where you've done it so much that you don't even have to think about it. And that's just your new golf swing. Wow, that's how you play golf. 4.4 down, 1.3 into out. Great numbers. To build correct concepts, use good tasks, to get in those positions, those desired positions, without controlling them.
Right.
You know, golf is an athletic sport like soccer, like badminton. We need to treat it in a similar fashion.
Right.
You know, it's not a positional movement. We get those positions through correct concepts.
Okay.
Again, it's a byproduct. Nice positions, nice looking golf swings are a byproduct of correct concepts.
Yeah, I like
correct
that.
tasks.
That's a good way of putting it.
Great golf shot. It's a line ball.
Hopefully.
A line ball. Ready to finish on.
Close.
All we're going to do from there is 3 things. You're going to rip that tape out of the floor, start the ball left and low, and then finish with a slight C. So between now and next lesson, I want you to do at least 1,000 of those 3 things. I do think we should go on the golf course together. You've played for 2 years already, you're not a beginner golfer.
Right.
So I would be interested to see how you swing on the golf course.
Okay.
That might help me with how we train and how we move forward.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll organise a time and then we'll go and play 9 holes together.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.